Well, this morning, Fox 17 News continues to follow the federal government shutdown that is now in effect. This is after Congress simply could not agree on a funding plan.
Joining us this morning is veteran political analyst Linda Schacht, who is a former aide in the Carter White House. Linda, good morning and thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So, Linda, this shutdown happened because Congress could not agree on funding for the federal budget. We know each and every year, Linda, the state of Tennessee, the city of Nashville, they all have yearly budgets. They fight about it, they vote, and they agree, and we don't have shutdowns in the middle of the year. Why can't the federal government just pass a budget once a year like other different types of governments?
Well, a lot of reasons. I spent 6 years on the Hill, on the Senate side, and I can tell you that it's always brinkmanship, right? Nobody wins in a shutdown. Most of the shutdowns in the last 2 decades have actually been brought on by Republicans, and they have paid the price. The latest one was the longest one in history in the first Trump administration, and his polls went down. But the Republicans this time think things are different. The Democrats are pointing the finger to the Republicans, saying that all they want to do, all the Democrats want to do, is restore the trillions in health care benefits that will be lost on November 1st because of what was passed in a Republican bill earlier this year. They say that if it's not restored, Americans on ACA are going to see their premiums double, and they want to make sure with their amendments that that doesn't happen on this bill. The Republicans, on the other hand, are pointing their fingers at the Democrats and claiming that all the Democrats want to do is give more benefits to undocumented immigrants, which, by the way, is already against the law. So that is a somewhat dubious claim. But what the Republicans, I think, really want out of this, if they are going to have a shutdown, is they're going to get another bite at the apple in reducing the size of the federal government.
Yeah.
Instead of furloughing people, they're going to fire them.
Right, Linda, I was reading a little bit more into that as a potential side effect here that a lot of people may not realize. The White House now has the ability to go in and take some of what they might consider to be excess, right? I mean, this goes back to DOGE and trying to reduce waste and fraud and whatnot, and make some of these eliminations permanent. My question for you, though, if you had to look at this, the last shutdown lasted, what, 34 days in 2018? What do you think on this one? Do you think we might be able to get a few more Democrats, even as early as today, to come across the aisle and sign on, or you think this is long term?
You know, I wish I had a crystal ball and could tell you that. I can tell you that Leader Schumer, the leader of the Democrats, is in a real bind. You can see the way that this is being promoted on federal websites, that it's the radical left that's going to cause all these jobs to go away. And he has, on the other hand, his party that really wants to see the Democrats stand up to what is going on under the Trump administration. If I have to predict, it's the same thing that always happens. Somebody will blink. And in this case, it probably will have to be the Democrats, because the Republicans are acting very confident that they believe eventually there will be enough pressure to get more Democrats to pass this.
All right, Linda, thank you. By the way, if they do get an agreement here, it would only put us to the end of November. So yet another kicking the can down the road to not get a real solution here. Linda Schacht, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.